Alright, we have a question on the board and it's on molecular formula. Now, before you be able to solve this question, you must know what is molecular formula, what is empirical formula. Now, what is the question? It's a certain compound on analysis yielded 2.00 gram carbon, 0.34 gram hydrogen, and 2.67 gram oxygen. If the relative molecular mass of the compound is 60, calculate the molecular formula. Now, what is empirical formula? Empirical formula simply is the simplest formula of a compound. It gives you the ratio in which elements combine. While the molecular formula gives you the exact number of each atom present in one molecule of that compound. So, while the empirical formula will tell you the ratio in which elements react, the empirical formula with the molecular formula will tell you the actual number of each element present. Is that understood? Now, on this question, we're asked that the molecular mass of the compound, when you sum everything together, will give you 60. Now we're asked to calculate the molecular formula. What is the exact formula? So from the information given first, for us to be able to calculate the molecular formula, we must first know the empirical formula. So from the information given, I'm going to deduce that we have the elements present. Elements present are what? Carbon, hydrogen, and then oxygen. Let's pick their masses. The masses given, we have 2, 0.34, 2.00, and then 2.67. Now, let's find their mole ratio by dividing through by their molar mass. Mole ratio. If you divide here by carbon is 12, divide it by 12. What do we get? 2 divided by 12. 2 divided by 12. We get 0.1666. Now we divide 0.34 by 1. Here we get 0.34. Okay, let me reduce it to this. Alright, 340. Now divide this by what? Oxygen by 16. 2.67 divided by 16 is equals to 0.17. Okay, let's approximate here. Here we have 0.17. Now, we divide through by what? The smallest number, which is 0.17, 0.17, 0.17. So here I'm going to have 1. Here I'll have 2. And here I'll have what? 1. What does this imply? It implies that the empirical formula of this compound is equals to what? CH₂O. C is 1, H is 2, O is 1. But that is not the question. The question is, we should calculate, the relative molecular is given as 160, we should calculate what? The molecular formula of the compound. Now, from this empirical formula, we know that since they are just ratio of the compound, the actual number of the compound, actual number of each element in this compound, if we call their actual number n, that means this is going to be n. When you find our molecular formula, everything will give you what? 60. Now let's find the molecular formula. No, you remember how to calculate molar mass? We'll substitute what? These relative atomic masses for each. So here I have carbon to be 12 plus hydrogen, which is 2. Hydrogen is 1, but there are 2 atoms of hydrogen. I'm going to say 2 times 1 plus oxygen, 16. All of them multiplied by n will be equals to what? 60. So, if I open this, I'm going to have 12 plus 2 plus 16. N equals to what? 60. So that 12 plus 2, 14 plus 16. 30n will be equals to what? 60. So that n will be equals to what? 60 divided by 30. And n will be equals to 2. Meaning, the value of n here now is what? 2. So that I'm going to multiply through CH₂O multiply by 2. So I'm going to have what? C2H4O2. Now, this can also be what? CH3COOH. The same formula. So, this is the molecular formula we're being asked to calculate from this question. If you find this helpful, give us a like, share it to groups, share it on your wall. To anybody that find it useful, you have a question or a contribution, I'll be expecting in the comment section. See you in my next video.